Hey, my bad, man. We had a little technical difficulty, but we got you right back here, man. What you were saying about New York, bro?
It was just, so many people came out like before the rest of the world got into it. So it's like everybody's influenced by the East Coast. Right. Now, what I will say, the reason I feel the South took over is that the South's been funky. Every major New York record that used a breakbeat that was a hit was from the South. Yeah. If you go back and look at Eric B. and Rakim, that I Know You Got Soul, that's Bobby Bird and James Brown. You go back and look at the first record from Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, Freedom, is from an actual group called Freedom from Jackson, Mississippi. Get Up and Dance. That them boys from Jackson, Mississippi. And then you look at all that other shit with Fresh Prince, the shit that got Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff, they did live at Union Square when they rapping off the breakbeat. That come from a group in Miami. You know what I'm saying? So everything that hit in the New York area, even Beats to the Rhymes and with Run DMC and that what was that big record they had, man? With that I forgot what it was called. But it was a big record, man, when Run DMC was out. That's a song called Take Me to the Mardi Gras. So like 90% of the music that was hitting in New York came from like old Southern records that they sampled.
Influence.
So it was only natural that it would come back to the South.
Right.
So right now, with all the Southern rappers running the game, it had to come back. But you gotta pay homage to the people who created that shit. Think of it. I can go listen to Lil Wayne, and I can listen to every rhyme that he structured and tell you what rapper he got that from. And it's cool because rap was meant to build on.
Right.
It was meant to be influenced by something and elevate it and take it to the next level. But think about the people who thought about it first. Who did Rakim borrow from?
Somebody had to start it. Where
he got it from. So those type of people you gotta pay homage to. So when you see like nobody mentions Ice Cube in their top 5, but bro, think about that, man. It wouldn't be no gangster rap if Ice Cube wouldn't have came with dope man. That's what they get. It's all about a salary. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
You gotta pay homage. Do I think other rappers go harder? No, who got more influence? Oh, I could name a bunch of them.
Right.
But my top 5, my architects.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, architects, it gotta be, the ones I named, Rakim, Tupac, Nas.
Yeah, the ones who influenced you. Yeah, man. I mean, I got Wayne in my top 5. My top 5 probably blow a lot of people's mind, bro. Because it's similar, but it's got a couple of little twisted turns in there that are my top 5, man. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, Biggie's number 1 on my top 5. Biggie, then Pac, and a lot of people had that reverse on their top 5, but I just enjoy Biggie's storytelling better than Pac. And Biggie songs, like you can play One More Chance, the remix right now, and it'll roll at any party on the radio. Nobody's turning it. I don't think that Pac has a song besides like the Dear Mamas and stuff like that, but those are occasional songs. Like you gonna play Dear Mama on Mother's Day. You feel what I'm saying? That's something that give you a feeling. So I got Biggie, then Pac, and let's see who I got third. Jay-Z. Jay-Z's third on mine, and I would probably have Wayne fourth. On that, and who's the 5th one? I can't even think of it myself, man. I probably would say just for me, Outkast as a whole, and I ain't talking about new Andre 3000. I'm talking about Dre and Big Boy, Southern Playalistic Outkast. That's who I rock with the most. I really didn't like the new elevation of Outkast. Now when they got real popular, I like the Southern Playalistic Outkast. That was my dogs. I think
you liked them before Erykah Badu got Andre 3000.
Yeah, folks. She put that wham bam on them, and you know what I'm saying, opened his mind, opened his chakra or whatever.
Who's your top 5 Louisiana artists?
Oh man, I mean, you gotta say Wayne. I say Wayne, got Juvenile, Mystical, Boosie, Webby. Actual rappers, yeah. But just influential artists, I mean, I gotta have P in there, Master P. But you know, he wasn't much of a rapper. So, but I gotta have him in my top 5 for Louisiana influential artists. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It was a time, man, in the 90s when I was a big No Limit fan. So, bro, I would have took Mystical to over anybody. I'd be like, man, Mystical can out-rap any of these dudes. I'd take him to New York and he'd kill all of these boys, bro. It was a real time like that. I was actually thinking like that.
Right.
But, you know,
that's your environment. It's where you come from. You know?
Right.
Let me ask you this. How was the radio? You grew up in Monroe, so what was 100.1 like back then? Because I remember one time up in Monroe, y'all didn't even have a rap station.
Oh man, no, bro. We had a rap station since I was a little boy, man. I'm 43 years old. It was KYEA 98.3, and that was the first radio station I ever worked for, to be honest with you. And I then eventually worked for 100.1, but I started off at 98.3, KYEA 98.3, the bomb. That's what it was, man. And you know, the radio, even to this day, I think it's more influential in Monroe than it is in Lafayette. I think I come from a real radio friendly city. Like the radio kind of dictates what goes on musically in the city. You know what I mean? So even when I went back there to DJ a couple of gigs, you know, I would have to see what was kind of hot on the radio down there. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't know this. If you're not from Louisiana, North Louisiana and South Louisiana is like 2 different countries. It's a total different thing, and it's more than just the accent. You know what I mean? But you know that the whole atmosphere, the culture is different, and I think, like I said, growing up in Monroe, the radio was real influential with what you listening to. You know, so all the DJs up there, I was a big fan of, you know, growing up, so they end up becoming my peers. I remember growing up, had people, Daddy Rowe, Grave Digger, which is my homeboy. I'm cool with both of them, you know what I'm saying? And R.I.P. DJ Star, you know, like I
Jigga
said.
JT, ain't Jigga from there too?
Yeah, Jigga JT, yeah, he was on there in Monroe, man. That's all of them. We were all at 100.1 the beat, bro. Jigga's in Meridian right now. He got there right after I left. He went to Meridian, Mississippi.
That's why I met him and Eric T at up in Meridian.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, a lot of things came through Meridian too, bro. I know I was the first person to even put Mike Jones on the radio, bro. You know, yeah. So I kind of broke him. You know what I mean? You know, when we after he got hot there, like I said, man, people was telling us, we would talk to people from Houston. They was like, they jamming who down there? I was like, yeah, Mike Jones. Man, he would come. I remember we brought him down to Meridian for a show, and we brought him and Magno down, and ESG and Slim Thug, and we had to put ESG and Slim Thug before him. You know, and they had to open up for Mike Jones, who was so big, bro. So it was a crazy time, bro. It was a crazy time. That's what I say. I come from radio when radio was really, really influential with what you had to get on in the rap game, bro. So, you know, I'm kind of looking at it now. I started my own radio app, Power 100. You need to give me some music so we can get it on and popping on there. And you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to kind of bring it back to that, to where, you know, we can have an influence on the culture. Because I don't really believe that radio has that much of an impact on your success or not as an artist right now.
So what do you think? What you think is the biggest tool right now for artists?
Shoot, man, I would say these kids. Like, I teach the kids every day. I teach them radio and broadcasting every day. So I do a lot of learning from them too. They get their stuff from Apple Music, Spotify, and all that. That's how they know what's hot. You know what I'm saying? And YouTube, they all talk. They'll tell me. I'm telling them about the charts. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing them the charts every week, and they telling me, "Oh man, he ain't got that many views." You know what I mean? So they're looking at the YouTube views, and I'm looking at the charts. I'm showing them VDS charts. You know what I'm saying? So times have changed.
Real stats, and they pretty much going off of what's manufactured.
Right. So
it's safe to say that the new generation is being raised to consume fake statistics. It ain't nothing organic.
Right. I told him, I said, man, look, I could give whoever I want 1,000 views today just by clicking on it, man. That's not real. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell him, I'm saying, listen, bro, I can guarantee you that artist that you love so much because he got so many views, he would love to be at the top of this chart right here. I guarantee you.
So on another note, it's like this. I was always taught, I'm capable of putting shiny red tomatoes in a gold bag.
Mm-hmm.
But if they want pickles in a brown paper bag, why go against that? Serve them what they want, right?
Right.
So is it safe to say we should just feed these youngsters the fake shit if we want to be successful?
I think at this point in time, man, it's looking like that, man. But you gotta have OGs to step in place and kind of put them in a place and give them something, an alternative to that. I think they're just going by what they see because they don't have no alternative. We done let it get too far. You know what I'm saying? We done let it get too far to where they eating up whatever the industry is giving them. You know what I mean? So I think we got to step in, and that's kind of, I ain't gonna say that's our fault, but the artists that's out now, we kind of raised them. You know what I mean? We kind of raised them, so it's up to us to make sure that they have OGs to look up to and actually put out good content. Because man, a lot of these boys ain't rapping no more, man. I'm not gonna listen. I have to listen to stuff because I still DJ. You know what I mean? So I gotta know what's hot, what's gonna rock a party. But a lot of them songs, man, I listen to them only when I'm DJing, bro. And I will never listen to them again. When I used to just sit in my car, I put it on a CD and just ride my gas, and I gas $5 a tank. I mean, a gallon now. I ain't gonna do all that now.
You gotta pick and choose what you listen to now.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, bro.
So what do you think, man? That they watched us and how we experienced the music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So very good music. It's like we got it into it, and they watched us. Like imagine them being the babies in the back seat, seeing us going off on some Cash Money shit.
Right.
I eat, sleep, it, and tongue rap. 98 on TV, I bought, so they imitating what they see in us, right?
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that the kids today are just trying to find something to get off on? Even though they might not like that shit themselves, but they just trying to make themselves like it because, we sound like some old bitter niggas when we say, man, that new shit ain't jamming. But
yeah.
10,000 little motherfuckers jumping up and down to that shit.
Exactly.
Word. So what is it? Do you think they just getting off on the beats and the vibe of it, or is this reality somewhere else? Did the world split in half and then there's the reality on this side, the red pill, blue pill? Is that where we at really, right?
You just said it, man. Them kids listen to the beat and a vibe now. That's what they'll tell me. They'll be like, oh man, that's a vibe. Like I'm vibing off this. That's it. Like they going for a vibe. Like you have people that like different artists, man, like a Rod Wave. They love Rod Wave for a little while. Now the kids, they kind of rebelling against him, talking about he too sad. You know what I'm saying? and I know for sure that there was anything that Rod Wave dropped, they was coming in class singing it. You know what I'm saying? Telling me I gotta get it on.
He got him too high off his pain.
Right.
He sold it that they was relating to him because, there's some fucked up times with these kids. So they related to him with the pain, and they recognized that he was selling it to him at this point.
Right.
By these little savages, what make them so dangerous.
Yeah.
Is that they're intelligent as fuck. The ignorance is deliberate because they think it's cool. It's like it's a fad.
Yeah.
To be ignorant and like savage, but they really can think. So you ain't gonna just sell them anything.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you what, I would love to tap into that chord, man. But me coming from where I'm coming from, man, it's like I know it won't be me.
Yeah.
It'd have to be an artist that I'm dealing with that I could dress up and be like, well, okay, you got to wear this kind of clothes and cut your hair this kind of way.
Yeah.
Before they even listen to you.
Right.
You gotta get a podcast. You gotta do some TikToks.
Yeah,
well, you gotta do a lot of people be a rapper these days.
You gotta build up your whole audience before you even say something.
Before you even say something, how you do that?
Bro, I know.
But we can't knock it because at the same time, they just had the Rolling Loud motherfucking concert where they had 50 artists and all of them got 40, 50 bands apiece. So there is a functioning industry.
Right. Everything elevates, man. And I can tell you where the shift started, bro. And you gonna agree with me on it. And I don't want to say, like you said, I don't want to sound like an old bitter dude. But the moment Soulja Boy dropped, that's when the shift started, bro. Because that was a horrible song, bro. But every kid in the world, you know what I'm saying? You had the adults doing it.
That was their rebellion record.
Yeah. But he showed them how to get on because he used exactly what everybody else is using now, the internet, to get on. He used social media at the time to get on. And that's what everybody is using now. He gave them the blueprint. He ain't lying when he said he started all this stuff, man. He not lying. He not lying.
Yeah, he did. But now it's so oversaturated, just like with anything else.
Yeah.
You eat motherfucking, you eat grits every day for 20 years, dog. One day you're going to take a bite of them bitches and throw up. And you're going to want some cornflakes. So to the point now, I see the kids are looking for something real.
Right.
They're trying to levitate to something real. And you just got to find...
I'm going to tell you, it's a couple of artists that these kids, especially around here, that they respect as actual rappers. They know the difference now. Don't get it twisted. They know who they like to listen to and they know who actually spitting. And that'll be Kendrick and J. Cole. Kendrick and J. Cole, they all gonna rap. Oh, nah, man, them boys be spitting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even a big Kendrick fan, but I do know he can rap. You know what I mean? J. Cole, I'm a big fan of. That boy's he's the leader of them, as I would say, of the new school or whatever, if you want to say, as far as actual rap. You know what I mean?
I think what's going on in the world right now is like it's something that a rapper or a record label would have dreamed of, that the world is so infatuated with the music. It's something that every label and maybe every artist or producer would have dreamed that would happen. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's just, everywhere you turn, it's hip hop. But I think it's oversaturation of it right now where you got grown folks 40 years old at home talking about the new Boosie record, the new Fredo Bang record.
Right.
You don't go cook this motherfucking kid to eat, go wash motherfucking clothes or something, bitch. You don't go. It's like, you know, you got grown people talking about, man, that new young boy go hard.
Oh, man, come on, man.
Like,
how you listening to that?
So it's like, but what I'm saying is what they feeding us.
Right.
Like you look right now on social media, young boy just beat the feds. Young boy did this. It's like it's all in it's in the search engines, it's in the timelines and the algorithms, it's everywhere. So it's like, so what they're doing is, I think they're dumbing us down and they're making us walk backwards where we can't lead our kids no more. Our kids are leading us. Right. With their content. Like we sit around and actually hold conversations about what the kids are doing. Find our way, man. When I was having sex at school, my mama had no clue. Right. How I was doing it. Now, the parents is talking about, you got to watch these little boys and this and like y'all all into it. I heard such and such son, you know, the little one over there with the red dreadlocks. How you even know these children? Yeah. So we so caught up into their world, they leading us. So it's like, now you got grown niggas riding around listening to that dumb shit. And hey, bro, 2 or more making a church, bro. Yeah. You know, so what we do, we rock with it or we go against it. I ain't trying to be the bitter old dude, bro, because I ain't never got into the music to lead nobody any goddamn way. I just want the money.
Right. And I can say this, man. We just got to give them an alternative. I think that, like you said, that's a good point you made. I think the children kind of leading the revolution right now where music is going, and that's how it's supposed to be rightfully. Like I said, when we was young, we would listen to what our parents listened to a little bit, but shit, when we had something that was our own, man, I grasped on to that. We grasped on to Tupac.
We were listening to some songs where they hit a sample and be like, what the hell that is? That's Sly and the Family Stone record.
Exactly.
That's Jap record. You be like, nah, man, that's our new shit. So yeah. I don't want to knock them, but it was like when we was coming up, right, we would talk our little gangster shit. We knew we was going to school. We knew we was doing the honor roll.
Right.
We knew we were college, but we would still talk that Scarface shit. You know, just try to be down.
Exactly.
But these little niggas is living this shit now. Like,
they trying to live it for real, man. And that's the main problem I have with like the young boys and all that. Because I see too many of them kids. Boy, do you know how them kids would argue me down about some young boy?
Yes, that's their leader.
Boy, I remember I had a student, that boy said, I said, listen, bro, you know what I'm saying? And it's not, I hate to say this on this platform, but man, I was like, look, bro, that young boy trash, man. I don't like none of his sing. I don't like none of his records, all that trash. That boy looked at me and said, man, you wouldn't say that if young boy was in here. I was like, boy, what the hell? What? Boy, I don't care about that, man. What are you talking about? You must got me messed up, bro.
We can't knock them, but it's like it's weird. It got to the point where it's how they say life imitating art.
Right.
And that's where we at, because these little kids are sitting around trying to live that situation. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I had a Scarface record that I listened to, and it made me emotional because it was talking about how the first time he sold drugs, he didn't want to sell drugs.
Yeah.
But he had to sell drugs, the lights was going off tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I felt that, you know, because I was in that situation. Like that shit hit me, dog, like brought tears to my eyes, like he understand where I'm at, right? So I related to that, but and even when I got into selling drugs heavy, I wanted to be the best drug dealer, because it's like, shit, if I'm in this shit, let me go ahead and
be real about it, yeah.
Be real about it, right? So the new idols are just dudes with guns and tight pants and dreads.
Yeah.
like listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I got my hands, my thumb is on the pulse of the streets, you know what I'm saying? I got little homies that's, you know, that I stay in contact with.
Right.
To the point where now you can get abroad. You don't even need no money.
Yeah.
You gotta have a 3.5 bag of weed and a gun, and you attractive.
No, that's ridiculous to me, man.
Where we at, man? But that exists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That really exists. So it's like, how do we reprogram? Like, you know what I mean? How do we reprogram?
I say, man, my main thing is like I don't like to fuss about something and don't give them no alternative. That's my whole thing. I always want to give them an alternative. Like I used to throw team parties around here, right? And so my team parties were alternative to what they had been going to. You know what I'm saying? So they was able to come in there and have fun in a safe environment. Now I stopped doing them when they stopped becoming safe. You know what I mean? They would come in and they party 4 hours in my party, 8 to 12. And 12:15 they be out in the parking lot tearing it down. And I was like, man.
But you know what we need to do? Let's say if you and I would do a party, right?
Yeah.
And we would just focus on just your kids that you can touch, Northside High kids, right?
Right.
You know what we should do when they pull up to the door?
What's that?
When they pull up to the door, grab their little ass and give them an experience that they never had before. Come here, nigga, let me see what you got, nigga. You feel me? Put these 6 shoes off. Let me see. Like, really be a man, so let me get up on you. And this nigga be like, damn, this nigga just shook me down.
Right.
Hey, nigga, now if you go in there and fight, bitch, I'm gonna drag you out here on your motherfucking head, put you up. Why you talking to me like that, old school? Because y'all little young niggas don't know how to act. By the time they get in there and think about doing something stupid, I done shook him up.
Yeah.
I done put that grown man on him, you feel me?
Right.
We be trying to compromise with these kids, like hoping little niggas don't cut up. They see you over there in the corner, hoping they don't cut up. You wanna see a monkey ass, give him a lap. He gonna show you his ass.
Yeah.
You feel me? So what we need to start doing is being these men in front of these kids, bro.
Right.
Say, little bitch, I'm doing this shit for y'all. Y'all fight, I'm shutting this bitch down. First little argument, turn the lights on.
Right.
Make them beg, like, please turn like, y'all gonna fight again? Y'all gonna...
Right. No, that's how I used to run it in there. That's why I said, man, there wouldn't be no fights. I probably, man, I know I'd have thrown over 100 parties. Probably done had 2 fights inside the party. It just was after the party.
They gotta have that presence outside too, man.
Yeah. To the point I was calling the police to come. Hey, man, I'm anytime as a black man you calling the police to be at the end of the party, I'm lying like something already going on so they can have the police out there when they walking out. You know what I mean? Just to provide a safe environment for the parents to pick up their kids. But it ain't even like that no more, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even do a team party right now. You know what I mean?
And that's the part I gotta tell you something though. But that's a part of you kind of giving up too, even though it's fucked up. You know that's an outlet, that's something that might change them. We gotta figure out, don't give up on the party and don't give up on the assembly. Let's try to figure out a way to make it safer and be in more control of it. I think they need more men and get more men involved instead of paying the police that's coming out there hunting, waiting for a nigga to drag him off.
Yeah.
He's in the hood, be like, hey man, let me offer you $50 to come and chaperone this party for me. And make sure it's some people that they know.
Right, and respect.
That'll put their foot in their ass, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Start respecting and believe one thing, but them little dudes will love you more if you can give them something like, hey bro, I'm doing this for y'all. Them niggas will be like, man, Mr. C doing this for us, but Mr. C bringing NBA young boy over there, man. If y'all fuck the party up, man, this shit gonna be over. So the little influential dudes, the ringleaders of all the little cliques, tell their people, hey man, y'all, man, we can't fuck this up. So I think it's more or less of us grown-ups in the hood that ain't scared of these kids getting back out there and regulating, but not to the point where if you don't have no muscle, don't try to go muscle them because they gonna fuck over.
Right, exactly. Now you got punked by a 16-year-old. What's wrong with you?
Hey, but you know, I done stopped so many. I've diffused so many bad situations, but just being around Lafayette, like I might see some little dudes getting ready to funk, and I'm talking about guns drawn.
Yeah.
And get out the car and be like, yo, whoa. They'll be like, boom, he tripping. Put that down, bro. Y'all put them guns, y'all box. I ain't finna box, but look, y'all ain't finna shoot right now either.
Yeah.
Y'all do that well. And it's like, I got, my respect is still there, and I be in some of the most notorious hoods in the city. It's just, I'm not scared of my own people.
Right, exactly.
But I'm trying to figure out how to get to them, the psyche, the mind state that they're in. I'll be the first to tell you I don't understand it.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, man, like I said, that's one good thing about me being in the high school system right now. A lot of it does start with the kids, man. Like you said, they leading us. Now that's good and that's bad at the same time. But being able to influence them, talk to them as a 16-year-old. If you talk to a little 16-year-old man, look, bro, I'll defuse any situation in my classroom or around the school, man. I'll go talk to them. You just talk to them kids, man. The kids, they just want to be heard a lot of the time, man. They just want to get it off their chest. You know what I'm saying? So having a good community presence is a big part of it, man. And I think that's a lot of things that's missing right now around all of these schools and just environments and neighborhoods as a whole, man. So like you said, bro, it just take the time. I got 6 kids, bro. Now I know I say I got 6 kids, I gotta be their dad. Now I tell them anytime they friends come over or something, I'm around them, I'm everybody's dad. You know what I'm saying? So ain't gonna be no cussing, no acting out, none of this stuff while I'm around. You know what I mean?
Takes a village. But look, I'm gonna offer this to you, man. I got a few loved ones that go to the North Side. You already know, like my little nephew just graduated from that trade.
Right.
So I know a lot of them kids, bro. I offer this branch to you, man. If you want to start trying to do something outside of the school, like community-based.
Right.
You want to try to get some functions and some mentoring shit going on. But you have to understand this. We want to mentor them, right? We want to lead them the right way. But they got so much hip-hop in the streets in them, we got to kind of come with that perspective.
Right.
They're not going to understand it. We have to speak that language. So if you want to start trying to do some functions and stuff, like maybe just like how they did the Q-Nick in the park or something.
Right.
Maybe just a fun day in the hood and just invite the north side kids to where they don't have to worry about interacting with other high schools and stuff, and get them together and have them interacting and using these things that they like as tools to get to them.
Right.
So this party right here, if y'all come to this first party, y'all don't cut up, woo.
We'll make it bigger.
I'll bring such and such next time.
Right.
And honor that. When they say, Mr. C say that, make sure that you feel me? Y'all come up here and do this here, this next group, man, I'm gonna buy y'all ain't gotta bring no money, dog. I got all the hot dogs, all the sodas, all the chips. And people, you come to people like us and we'll make that happen, facilitate that, and then when they come, they respect you. You'll be surprised what you can get for a hot dog, a check soda, and a bag of chips. People get votes for leg quarters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Keep it real, bro. So we got to get more active in the hood, man. If you want to do it, bro, I'm with it.
Man, we're gonna have to put something together, man. I know a couple of years back, I brought OB&J to the pep rally from Northside, and they still was talking about it. The kids that were sophomores that graduated last year, they was talking about it. They was telling me, man, Mr. C, if you bring Round 49 down here for our last pep rally, boy, we'll blow the roof off of it. I'm like, man, come on, bro. You know, y'all just chill, just blow the roof off of it anyway.
But I got something for you, man. I got this new artist, man, called Lil Virgo. 17 years old, got 40 songs on it.
Okay.
We releasing them. We got a compilation we're releasing Labor Day weekend. So y'all can check for it if y'all checking this out. Big Business Records. Y'all can subscribe to it. Facebook, YouTube. Find us on Instagram. His name is Lil Virgo. You can go to my page, Big Boom, Big Biz, on Instagram, and you can find him on there. They'll have a link to him, Lil Virgo. He's 17 now. We got big plans for him, bro, and I know you got the radio station, the school station. Maybe you can support us, we'll support you. You get him hot, then we'll bring him to any function you got at.
Hey, man, well, we're going to work then. We're going to work, man. Give me the music and let's go.
I got your email. I'm going to shoot it to you, man.
Oh, good, man. Well, I appreciate you joining me on this Get Familiar, bro. Appreciate you, man. Tell 2Throwed story about the disconnect, man. We're going to pop it off later on.
Cool. Thanks for the blessing, bro. Good luck.
All good, man. Appreciate you, bro.